Hey everyone, Alison Morris here from Full Potential Parenting, and this is episode 6 of Tapping on Tough Truths. And today I wanted to lead you through some tapping on shame and releasing some shame, forgiving yourself for some things that you may be ashamed that you have said or done. Um, Shame is one of those emotions that um, has almost no redeeming characteristics whatsoever. It it um, it just leaves us feeling sort of sad and powerless and stuck and right. It doesn't actually, I don't think, help us want to do better the next time. It almost instead kind of leaves you with a feeling like what's the point? In any case, so I'd like to invite you to notice, if you can, where you are holding shame. It might be a heaviness in your shoulders. It might be kind of I don't know, a big gray spot in your heart, wherever it's sort of showing up for you. And at least for now, if you have a specific incident that comes into your mind, obviously that's totally fine. But I wanted to do at least one round for starters just on kind of acknowledging the shame and starting to be okay with letting it go. And then maybe another round on something specific that you can think of. So as always, you might give yourself a rating on a scale of 0 to 10. And be a little discerning about this one. I think most of us carry more shame around with us than we want to admit, in part because we're so used to living with it that we don't even notice it's there anymore. So it's a little bit like kind of stress that way. So anyway, it may be higher than you initially recognize, but regardless, let's go ahead. We'll go to the side of the hand point and you can just repeat after me. Even though I've been carrying a lot of shame around for a long time, and it's really been weighing me down, I am ready to release it, and I'd like to be able to forgive myself. Even though this shame has been with me for a long time, and I am not even sure I recognize how much of it I have. I realize it's weighing me down, and I'm ready to lighten the load. Even though this shame is keeping me stuck and not allowing me to move forward with more love and more compassion and more forgiveness, I deeply and completely accept myself, and I'm ready to let it go. So we'll go to the top of the head, all this shame, eyebrow, can feel it in my heart, side of the eye, can feel it weighing me down under the eye, this heavy, shameful feeling under the nose. The things I've said, chin point, some of the awful things I've done, collarbone. I'm really disappointed in myself. With the arm, I know I can do better. top of the head, this shame feeling, eyebrow. Been carrying it with me for a long time. Side of the eye. I'm not sure if I can forgive myself. Under the eye. It seems like I'm trying to punish myself for the things I did. Under the nose. By carrying the shame, chin point, and not forgiving myself. Collarbone. I wonder if I might be able to release some of it now. Under the arm. I wonder if it's time to let this shame go for good. All right, let's stop there. Take a big breath. Whew. No, obviously that was just a few rounds of tapping and probably doesn't really take you far enough in this process, but hopefully can give you a little bit of an in and give you some ideas for how you might do some tapping on some shame. I wanted to do one more sort of tapping sequence with you here quickly, and I want to invite you to think about an incident, whether with your child or someone else, that left you feeling ashamed, where you were not your best self and you were, more than embarrassed by your behavior or by your words. And again, notice where you feel that. Maybe it makes you kind of squirmy and uncomfortable. Maybe you get a lump in your throat, whatever the case may be. So feel into that, give yourself a rating on 0 to 10. And then just keep that incident in your mind as we do this tapping. Even though I can't believe I said that, and I'm really ashamed of myself, I want to deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm so ashamed that I did that. And I think I've punished myself long enough. I am ready to forgive myself and to move on. Even though I still can't believe I said or did that. And I wish I could take it back, but I know that I can't. Down deep, I know I was doing the best that I could. And I'm ready to release this shame now. Top of the head. That awful thing I did. Eyebrow. That shameful thing I said. Side of the eye. That's not really who I am. Under the eye. That's not really me. Under the nose. I'm so ashamed that happened. Chin point. And I've really been punishing myself for it ever since. Collarbone. This I'm ashamed feeling. Under the arm. Holding on to all the shame. Top of the head. I wonder if I'm ready to let this go now. Eyebrow. Maybe I've punished myself enough. Eyebrow. Maybe I can find it to forgive myself. Under the eye. I wonder if I deserve forgiveness. Under the nose. I recognize I'm always doing the best that I can. Chin point. Even if sometimes my best is disappointing. Collarbone. But carrying the shame around is keeping me stuck under the arm. And it's time to let it go. Top of the head, releasing the shame. Eyebrow, releasing it from the cells of my body. Side of the eye, forgiving myself for what I did. Under the eye, recognizing I deserve forgiveness. Under the nose, letting the shame go once and for all. Chin point. I'm ready to release it now. Collarbone, releasing all this remaining shame. Under the arm, releasing the shame now. All right, let's stop there. Check in with yourself, see how you're feeling. As always, this is really just a starting point. It's unlikely tapping along with this is gonna, resolve all your issues around shame or even around a specific incident. But hopefully this gives you an idea of how you can maybe approach this topic, or even to serve as a reminder that this is a topic worth dealing with, right? Because we don't need that extra toxicity in our lives. We've got enough other things to spend our energy on. So I wish you luck releasing your shame. Love to hear any comments from you about how this tapping went for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.